Hello ladies and gentlemen, Tevaron here with a brief video to let you know about a peculiarity in the Magic Arena opening hand algorithm. This is in regards to the number of lands that you run in your decks. All of the information that I'm sharing with you today comes from a thread on the beta community forums, which I think are still only available to people who are in the beta, but I will post a link in the description anyway for those that would like to read for themselves. If you read the video title, you're probably wondering why 18, 22, or 26 lands. What is significant about those numbers? Well, it's all about how Magic Arena determines your opening hand in best of one matches, which is currently the only gameplay mode available to us. The game actually draws two opening hands and then chooses which to give you based on how close it is to the percentage of lands you run in your deck. For example, if your deck is 24% lands, the program will give you whichever of the two hands is closest to also being 24% land. This is significantly different from Paper Magic, where you may want to play 23, 24, 25 lands in some decks because you only get to draw one opening hand, mulligans notwithstanding. So, how exactly does this affect the gameplay? Well, it means that the number of lands in your opening hands are much more consistent than in Paper Magic. And much thanks to user Lightning Lance on the forum for doing the detailed percentages and land number prioritizations that you're going to be seeing here. Here are the percent chances of drawing exactly 3 lands in your opening 7-card hand in Paper Magic. In a 22-land deck, you have a 29.43% chance. In a 23-land deck, you have a 30.29% chance. In a 24-land deck, you have a 30.87% chance of drawing exactly 3 lands in your opening hand. Now, the chances of drawing 3 or more lands is significantly higher than that, but the percentage of drawing the exact number of lands is very important here because of the program drawing 2 hands and choosing the one closest to matching your deck's land percentage. So in Arena, in a 22-land deck, you have a 29.43% chance of drawing exactly 3 lands twice, meaning that in Arena, in a 22-land deck, your chances of drawing a hand that is exactly 3 lands comes out to approximately 50.20%, almost double the chance you have in Paper Magic. What does this actually mean when implemented? Well, if you're running a hyper aggro deck that really wants to hit exactly 2 lands in your opening hand and no more than 3 over the course of the game, you want to run exactly 18 lands because the game will prioritize hands that have land numbers in this order: 2, 3, 1, 4, 0, 5, 6, 7. Lightning Lance has number prioritizations posted on the first page of the thread that I'm linking to in the description for all land counts from 0 to 60. So if you're interested in taking a deep dive, that will be the place you want to go. So what's interesting to note here is that the prioritization doesn't change as you increase the number of lands in your deck until you cross a certain threshold. When you add that 22nd land to your deck, the prioritization changes to look like this. It's now 3, 2, 4, 1, 5, 0, 6, 7. So now 3 land hands are preferred over 2 land hands. And it doesn't change again until you hit 26 lands, at which point it looks like this, giving you a higher chance of now drawing 4 lands in your opening hand. So, if you're running a deck that is running 22 to 25 lands, your chances of drawing a certain number of lands in your opening hand doesn't change, but the number of lands that you will top deck throughout the game will change as the number of lands increases, making it more likely for you to flood out in decks with 23 to 25 lands in them. The same applies to other land counts, which are not in what I'm going to call a sweet spot on the algorithmic curve. We could go even deeper into this topic, but honestly that's more than I'm prepared to do at this point, and the users on the beta forum have already done such a good job of compiling this information that is where I am going to direct anyone who wants to know more about it. Again, that link is in the description. But to wrap up, the optimal land counts for each archetype right now is for hyper aggro decks with a very low curve, you want 18 lands. For mid-range decks, you want 22 lands, and for control decks, you want 26 lands. Hopefully this has been helpful to you. When this came to my attention, I knew I just had to share it with everyone, as the information is going to significantly affect how we build our decks going forward, at least as long as this is the way that the algorithm works. I have no idea whether it's going to stay this way, but for now, this is extremely relevant. And thank you so much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, let me know in the comments by leaving a like below. It really does help tremendously. And of course, subscribe if you'd like to see more in the future. I have been Tevaron, and until next time, friends, be excellent to each other.